You asked for it. Here it is. It's a podcast from Apathetic Enthusiasm.
Coming to you live from Halls, Menthol, Coughs and Present, Oral Anesthetic, Cough and Throat Relief, relieves coughs and soothes sore throats, cools nasal passages, mentholyptus flavor. That's right, it's the Halls of Medicine here on Interventional IRSS, the unofficial Rick and Morty podcast.
Do you think the good folks at Halls will give us some free merch now because you called them out in the cold open?
This episode sponsored by Halls.
The only way that Brandon is able to get through this episode, Halls. Hi, everybody.
Yes.
Hi, as my voice cracks immediately. We're professional podcasters, everybody, just so you're clear.
Yep.
I'm Travis.
And I'm Brandon. Thank you so much for joining us on this merry adventure. I've got my Merry Rickmas shirt on. We're ready to go.
Christmas in March.
Episode.
April, what month is it? March. Yeah, this is our regularly scheduled time for recording, regularly scheduled release schedule for bringing you a brand new episode of Interdimensional IRSS, the unofficial Rick and Morty podcast. If you were surprised to find this on your podcatcher of choice, for starters, thank you for subscribing. We are glad that you're a subscriber. But we come bearing exciting news. So, it is nearly season 9 time. And with that, it is time to get prepared. It is time to lock in, stay laser focused. And the way you can do that is you can follow us on all of our social platforms. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/Rick and Morty Podcast. Go to Instagram, Rick and Morty Podcast. Send us emails with your questions, rickandmortypodcast@gmail.com. Blue Sky's out there, rickandmortypod.bsky.social. Find us on the main Rick and Morty subreddit, rickandmorty.reddit.com. You can go to our subreddit where you'll just find auto posts of all of these episodes, rickandmortypodcast.reddit.com. Or our website, rickandmortypod.com. Finally, if you want video versions of the show and really most all of our podcasts, go to youtube.com/apathetic enthusiasm, the flagship YouTube channel for all of our podcasting endeavors. See what we've been up to since the last time we recorded an Interdimensional IRSS. One last thing. Big thanks to the patrons, patreon.com/apathetic enthusiasm. Always appreciate your support. Here we are, Brandon. I'm gonna do the lion's share, I think. You just chime in as much as you want.
Yeah, I should have taken some Dayquil. This show not brought to you by Dayquil. That's why I didn't read off their box.
Or any other medicines are not officially sponsors of
Four Walls by McElhenney.
This
this
podcast does not advocate mixing liquor and other medications. No. All right. Let's get right into it with what is really the only topic of the show. Let's start it off with the main thing. No. It's let's call it the semi-pertinent main thing.
Semi-main thing. Yeah, did it.
You did it. He's fine. He's going to be fine, everybody. He's fine.
Sorry for sniffling into the microphone.
All right.
So semi-main thing. Before we get into the real main thing, I do want to say that over on Fortnite, there's a Rick and Morty collab. You can pick up Poopy Butthole and a Squanchy if you want to go play.
You have
over
Squanchy and Mr. PB, as he's called on Fortnite. No, they're not gonna say Poopy Butthole. Sorry,
no.
Sorry.
Too many kids.
Rated E for everyone on that mature game.
Too many kids in this game that you basically kill everybody else.
Yeah, it's a murder.
You can't say poopy.
It's a murder game.
Can't say butthole.
Can't say butthole. You also have skin options. They have the Pickle Rick skin.
Skin options.
You can play as Rick Prime. My son had to be like, "What is Rick Prime?" And I was like, well, all right. You should probably start watching the show that I talk about on a weekly basis on the internet. Fortnite. People still play it. You could too. Go spend your V-Bucks, your hard-earned V-Bucks, on some fork knife skins. All right, yeah.
And I do have one more piece of semi perks before we get into the main thing.
We really should have done show notes for this, Brandon.
No. I know everything I want to talk about.
Okay.
As it comes up, which is now before we get into a brand new spoiler alert season announcement. I do want to say R.I.P. to Smiling Friends. They announced recently, hey, season 3 is the last season that they've done. They have a final episode coming out in April. They came out over on like an Instagram reel. It was like 5-minute conversation. The gentleman talking about how it's like, yeah, they're just done. They're quitting. It sucks, but hey, it is what it is. We got what we needed from them, and always be thankful for that. But enough of that. Let's talk about a show that won't ever die.
Never die.
Rick and Morty.
I do want to say I've heard from a lot of folks who are upset about Smiling Friends ending. I do credit the creators of Smiling Friends that they, instead of like just cash grab, let's make as much Smiling Friends as we can, they've decided to go out on a high note, and I think that's a creative like risk. Like you have this option to go and keep making shows, but if it's not to the level that you want it to be, I think it's a brave thing to kind of say, nope, we're gonna finish it here and move on to something else. Whatever else might be going on in the background, we have no idea. But yeah,
which is why you can say that we're not brave, because we haven't moved on from this yet.
That's right. We are gonna stick with it forever. Anyway, I need to bring this
audio
to work.
listeners. I saw Travis showed up Mr. Boss, which looks deceivingly like Travis. So it's but a little more hair, surprisingly.
Thanks. All right. Okay. So that we had semi-pertinent news. Wouldn't you know it? It was just all in Brandon's head. But we're gonna get into the very pertinent news. This is information that came out today, as of this recording, March 11th, 2026. We have an official announcement for Rick and Morty Season 9. We have a premiere date, May 24th, on Adult Swim. Brandon, you have your fingers on the pulse of all things Rick and Morty. That or you were just you just opened your email faster than me. But you sent me a message that just said May 24th. And I was like, oh gosh.
What is this?
Is there something that's going on that day? Did I tell him the wrong date for my kid's graduation? Oh, shoot.
Am I getting shipped to a foreign country that day?
Was I supposed to be somewhere? So yeah, I just responded, what is May 24th? And then you send me like a still image of an announcement that Rick and Morty Season 9 is back. And I gotta say, the first thing that shocked me about this, after the initial, recovery of knowing what May 24th meant, is how early in the year we are getting this season. This is like half a year early, I would argue. The last 2 seasons have been like what, September, like fall time frame. The fact that we are getting a pre-Comic-Con Rick and Morty season that will actually probably run May. We might get a finale at Comic-Con.
Well, did we have the finale in Comic-Con last year? Or was that? Yeah. No, was that the premiere? I don't know. Fuck, I don't remember. I'm sick. What
is that right?
Mr.
We did no.
But it was still early. Whatever we saw was still. I mean, this season 9 is still coming out earlier than we thought it was.
Was it the season premiere or the season finale? It was the finale.
It was the finale. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. I should.
But
it do my research better.
It still feels early because like even I read a few articles that were like,
No,
like,
we're
as
idiots.
far as for
Rick and Morty season 8 came out in May of 2025.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. See,
It just
I don't
seems
even
so
know.
long. It's been a year. It's been a year.
Here's why
we're
here's why it seems early. Here's why it seems early. Uh, it's because we're so used to the show having been kind of like sporadic and like
yeah.
comes out here, comes out there. Oh, there's a premiere on April Fools. Like there's never been a whole lot of certainty to it. So now it kind of feels weird that this show's coming out on time at the same time a
yeah,
year
which
later.
is a credit to the creators and the team that is working on the show. The fact that they have the consistency of the contracts that they have. They're well ahead on writing these seasons, which allows them to be ahead of the game on producing these seasons and making the episodes really look great. And yeah, so this is only like a few days earlier. This is literally one day earlier than last year's season premiere.
See, it's coming out earlier.
See, it's early. See, we didn't jump to conclusions.
We weren't lying. We're on. So let me tell you something about me giving you that heads up this morning with the May 24th thing. So I work a lot. I my nose is to the grindstone pretty constantly, and honestly, I don't pay attention to my phone, my personal phone, most of all the week. Like when people complain about, hey, Brandon's not texting me back, like my mom and dad, like, you there? We love you. Hope you're okay. And then I talk to them on the weekend. I'm like, I just don't, I don't have my work. I don't have my personal phone on me all the time paying attention. Well, you guys hear me. I sound great. I sound fantastic. And so I've been sick like the last few days. I went to Big Bear last week. Big Bear didn't get me sick, but I did get sick out of that weekend, thanks to my son, who's also still sick. So I've been kind of laid out. Yesterday I talked to my boss. I was like, if I'm feeling better tomorrow, I'll come in. And he said, do not come in. If you get me sick, I will write you up. I'm like, okay, got it. I'll work from home. He's like, good. He wasn't that mean, but for the sake of the story, he was an asshole, total dick. I fucking hate him. So I'm now working today. I'm like typing up an email like, hey guys, make sure you come in on time. Nobody works from home except me. Stuff like that. And all of a sudden, my personal phone goes off. I'm like, what's going on with that? Oh, May 24th, Rick and Morty. I go to the notification, screenshot it, send you that note, and then send you the picture of it. And I'm like, first thought is, okay, well, good. First day back to work, kind of. Let me focus on Rick and Morty. And then I posted on the Reddit, and then you send me the pictures from the press kit. I was like, oh, shoot, there's a press kit. Okay, let me do another post on Reddit with all the press kit photos. So that's why my finger was to the pulse, was because I'm home sick and my phone was right there next to me.
It's serendipity. It's the reason you got sick in the first place, was for this moment. It was meant to be. But yeah, you mentioned that press kit. We were fortunate to be on some emails from Adult Swim. So yeah, straight from the Adult Swim's mouth. Get ready to portal jump back into the multiverse. Adult Swim's #1 series returns with a season that's bigger, bolder, and more ambitious than ever. The galaxy's favorite duo returns when season 9 of Rick and Morty premieres Sunday, May 24th at 11 p.m. Eastern and Pacific. In this press kit, there are some fantastic images. We have already done like a follow-up, like an excitement pod about that cold open that we got to see in animatic, unfinished animation, where we got to hear voice acting. We got to get a little taste of the level of writing in this season, which I went back and watched that today. I was cracking up all over again. I was showing a coworker because I was talking about this news, and yeah, it was super fun to see. But then hopping into this press kit, and some of these images look phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
yeah, there's I mean this is not going to be a great moment for the audio listener, but we do get to see some images of
Describe it. Describe it
yes.
for us, Travis.
There's a bunch of swooshy lines.
Okay.
Rick is holding on to the handle of the doorknob into the garage. It looks like something catastrophic is happening in the garage.
Okay, yeah.
There's
Swooshy
another
lines, yeah.
image, a mysterious image of a RV, a recreational vehicle in a snowy area with some sort of hooded, shadowy figure emerging from those really really flimsy doors that are on the sides of RVs.
I love that you in your infinite wisdom and all the writing that you've done in your life, you're like, I have to say the acronym once at least, and then I can start referring it to RV for the rest of the time.
That's right. That's right. Thank you. I appreciate you appreciating me. Moving on, we have a tight shot of a very stunned Morty Smith emerging from what looks like the kitchen into, based on my years of Rick and Morty knowledge, is probably Rick's garage. But he looks terrified. We have a hilarious photo of a very, very drunk Rick Sanchez who looks like a giant in some sort of fairy tale gnome town where
like Gulliver's Travels type of
very
thing.
Gulliver's Travels vibes. There's a whole portion of this village that is completely destroyed. Rick seems completely out of it. We get another picture of that where the little gnomes are like fleeing, and there's just Rick, knocking back his flask, just trompsing through as a giant. So very interested in that. I don't know. Is that not a word?
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up.
All right, you look it up while I describe what may be the most beautiful of the images in the press kit. It is a very scenic shot, probably not on Earth, but maybe it is, of like a camping scene. Rick and Morty have a gorgeous cliffside campsite set up. There's 3 tents, so maybe Summer is with them or some other character. The spaceship parked just off to the side, but just the artwork in this, I'm just like, they're really knocking it out of the park with the level of detail and thing like. And this is just probably just a moment from a whole episode. So
yeah, that is a really striking and gorgeous shot. When I put on the Reddit some of the screen grabs from the press kit, some of those shots I'm like, this could have been from any season. These are not super interesting necessarily. Like I'm like, oh, there's Morty surprise. Oh, there's Rick and Morty surprised. Like those are not as interesting as like
this one, just like the lighting. It's like a sunset. It's really fantastic.
It kind of reminds me of the one from when Rick is walking through like the fields of grass, right?
On his private toilet planet.
Such a beautiful shot. So like that's what that camping one kind of reminds me of.
Yeah, and then on the flip side, here is Rick peering through some horizontal blinds, like looking at something very blue, potentially. Another tight shot of Rick either holding Morty in a chokehold or Rick looks kind of scared or something.
I described those ones before you described them because they could have been from any season. It didn't matter if I spoiled them.
Seriously,
because those ones look.
But yeah, I mean, the images look great. No, that was it.
This is a good segue because we have to come back to you saying trompsing, which is not, it is not a word. According to Google AI, trompsing, often spelled trumping, is an informal verb referring to walking heavily, noisily, or stamping with force. So what I will say is it's not really a word, but you said it. But I'm only using Google AI to describe that. Which brings me to Travis. The reason why this is important is because in the official season description, Rick and Morty is back baby. Season 9 is all certified bangers, no AI slop. Just grade A organic slop made by real humans with real human traits like black hair and cysts. Please watch or we'll have neglected our families for nothing. That's right. Support artists, not AI.
Those artists are in there in the studio, trompsing around, trying to get this show made for you. You know what's funny is I have a mental image, or at least I would if I didn't have aphantasia. But it's like this idea that there's like a studio full of people and they're animating together and like they're writing in these rooms with whiteboards. But like in a post-COVID society, I think most of these guys work at home.
Yeah.
Like the majority of them. They're just sitting at their computer, animating away.
They probably got the notification at the same time as me.
it's possible.
They're like, hey, Brandon got this notification at the same time I did.
Hey, the season that I worked on is coming out. There's actually some people we're probably friends with on Instagram that are finding out from the same sources as us, or from us actually. So
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. The images look great. I mean, the same cast coming back. Still executive producers Dan Harmon, Scott Martyr, still running the show. I really like where the show has gone over the last couple seasons, so I'm very excited to see them continue with that kind of inertia that they've had over the last couple seasons. And
sure.
The fact that it's only a couple months away means we got to get ready. It's time to get started. As many of you know and have grown accustomed to, as we get closer to the start of the season, more information is going to come out. We're going to get episode lists. We're going to get teaser trailers. We're going to get all kinds of stuff, kind of building the hype, building the excitement for this new season.
We're going to get opening animatics, right? Oh my gosh. We're going to get press kit.
we already got one of those.
We're going to describe
another
to you.
Press kit.
Brandon's going to be sick again.
Brandon's never getting better. It's a terminal cold that he has. So, if you are not already subscribed to this podcast, whether that be on YouTube, on Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, whatever it be, your podcatcher of choice, hit that subscribe button, share this podcast with a friend. Maybe not
share
this
it.
Episode, but
Not
share
this
like
episode.
an episode.
An episode.
Yeah, one or two. And let's get ready. Let's get excited. We wanna hear from you. What are you most excited about for this? Are you taking a phone call right now, Brandon?
Yeah, no, I'm listening for people we're hearing from.
Oh, okay. Well, we do want to hear from you. Call Brandon's cell phone. His phone number is. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
What's the area code for the Central Seaboard?
It's in my phone. I just don't know his phone number. I message on other apps anyway. Let's be honest. But send us emails. Reply to us. What are you?
I've got some listener suggestions and short outs, Travis. I was trying to just get you to. I was just trying to get you to segue into it, man. But I guess we're the rust is there, right?
We didn't make show notes, Brandon. I live and die by the show notes.
We have 3 sections of this show.
We said an in and out 5-minute adventure. It's been 24 minutes.
Oh my God, I'm so tired.
You're gonna die.
So tired.
I'm accepting applications for new co-hosts to replace Brandon after an appropriate grieving period.
I started drinking,
but definitely before May 24th. Definitely before May 24th.
I started drinking before the start of this episode because I knew that as soon as we were done, I was going to go to sleep for a very, very long
forever. Time. He's going to sleep forever, guys. All right, listeners and shorts and short outs. What do you got?
You're going to be very sad if that is actually the case.
I will. I don't know how to upload our episodes.
Chelsea, remember this. He killed me.
I have the recordings.
which oh well, so I'm not going to go to sleep right after this. I will publish it to make sure that the
There we go.
world hears it. All right, so Heat Seek 1980 over on Instagram. Hey, Heat Seek 1980. 1980 is a good year. I mean, neither of us were born there.
I'm
but it's still
partial
a good
to
year.
a few years after.
Yeah. I'm partial to the eights.
The eight O's.
Oh yeah, I guess we could say the 80s. There's a couple of different questions here, but sorry, Heat Seek, we're not going to go through all of them. I'll just stick with the first one. Will there be any hindsight on Richard Sanchez's past with his parents and the origins of whether Rick is a natural super genius or if he's a bioengineered genius? No, you can't do that to me. I can't describe that. Let me mute myself.
Is there
Okay.
gonna be any?
Travis put somebody else on the screen and it made me laugh. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Travis.
yeah, I got you. We're playing it fast and loose in this late breaking podcast. Is that a storyline that you think they're going to revisit?
Yeah. What was it ever? Here's my question to that: was it ever kind of like subtext or alluded to, or maybe thought that like, oh, maybe he's not, maybe he wasn't a natural genius? Did I miss something?
I honestly don't know. I can't even think of the episode you're talking about. I'm gonna be honest.
No, yeah. No, the only thing I can think of is like going back in his head, like like when he was a kid, and then the other Rick getting like lost in there, and then they went and extracted his memories for a little bit. That's the only thing I can think of. But either way, I do think that's an interesting concept. I don't know if that's something they'll explore, but I think it is kind of an interesting thing to be like, we're in this age of AI, right? But Skynet, all AI has always been a thing that people are afraid of. Technology is something that people are afraid of. Go to Asimov, you do iRobot type of stuff, right? Eventually, the robots start self-learning, and then they are better than us, right? But what happened? Like people who build. Let me throw away technology for a second. Sorry. That's what parents do, right? Like the whole point of being a parent is to, at least in the modern era, at least for us, is like, what the fuck was that? We have kids. We want our kids to be better than we were when we were kids. We want them to be better parents for their kids than we were parents to them. And we want their kids to be better parents for their kids than our kids were to them, right? Like we want to keep improving. We want to make our family better.
Yeah. No. And thus we
so-
create AI better than ourselves.
Right. I know I went the AI direction, but going back to the biological, to say that like it would be interesting for like Rick, his parents or his father, to have made him smarter than him in a more toxic way, right? Like a toxic way of like, we want our kids to be better than us. How can we make them better than us? Right.
Sure.
But through
Yeah.
science. So
Through science.
yeah.
I don't know. I think about Rick in the flashbacks that we've seen, like when he's with Beth and like prior to losing, not Beth, Diane. And like the way he seems in those flashbacks with Diane, he doesn't seem like the nihilistic jerk that he is, now. I feel like a lot happened in that time to kind of make him. He's always been that level of genius, I think. But he's probably developed that even further through that journey of, self-destruction as well. So.
I just wonder, the last thing I wonder is when eventually they're going to go into a young Rick. I know we did Tiny Rick, right? But a little bit different. We're going to go into young Rick territory. However we get to that flashback, right? However creative ways that the things happen. I just feel like that will be something that happens someday.
Okay.
And I just wonder how if that happens, how they will keep it from being a jump the shark moment for going back and like recontextualizing everything that Rick stands for throughout the series.
It's gonna be tough. Yeah, it's probably why we're almost through 10 seasons, and we haven't seen, like, the closest we've gotten is like I think the youngest versions of Rick are the times like right when he lost Diane. Like that's
Yeah.
I don't think we have anything earlier than that. So,
Yeah.
all right, yeah, interesting
All right.
stuff. Thank you for the question. Was that the only listener suggestion and or short out?
Yeah, it was the only one I bothered to look up. But thank you
Okay.
to everyone else who sent in things over on Blue Sky and Instagram, which Heat Seeker was X.
Oh, are we still on
Facebook.
X? Are we back on X?
We never left.
We're off and on with X.
You don't go there because you don't like Grok. You hate AI stuff. But
I actually
like,
started an X account again, Brandon.
really? Is it called I Hate X?
Yes.
Oh,
no, it's
that's you. You have 10 followers.
It is strictly Lorcana based. All of the accounts I follow on it, because I am keenly trying to curate the algorithm to only that type of content. Still wildly unsuccessful. So while I have the account there for that specific reason, I still don't go on the app.
Yeah, somehow you're still getting notifications about how Thomas Massey is in a Republican runoff with somebody that Trump is like how I did not even look that up. It's a brand new account.
Stop opening the For Me tab and give me my followers, okay? All right?
Look,
Elon?
I don't want to see pictures of 4 parts of a woman in different parts of like scantily clad. Like I don't want to see that. Just show me the whole body.
I
right?
think
But
our
also,
algorithms are different. I think our algorithms are very different.
really? Yours
Yeah.
doesn't go straight to Pornhub?
All right,
It does.
everybody.
By the way, semi-pertinent news. In some states, Pornhub's been blocked. Just to let you know.
It sounds like I live in a state where that would be the case. That feels very true. All right. That is going to do it for this very professional, very put together announcement episode for the new season of Rick and Morty. If you're excited, let us know. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, do all the things. And stay tuned because we will be back very soon as new information comes out about this new season. We will be sharing it with all of you. Thank you. We're glad you're here. Until next time, I'm Travis. And he's Brandon.
I'm Brandon. Yeah, I'm Brandon. I'm definitely
muted.
Brandon. See you later.
All right. Bye.